Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Tyro Media, brought to you by Planet Tyro. I'm your host, Don Juan, and today I'm going to start doing something a little bit different. We're going to have a different type of review. This one's going to be called a mixed media review. A mixed media review is where I take a franchise and compare the two different mediums from the same franchise and explain my experiences with both of them. For example, the book version versus the movie version, or the anime version versus the manga version. Today, we're going to start doing that with Orange is the New Black. I listened to the audiobook, which is the book, and the TV series made by Netflix. Let's compare and contrast.
Tyro Media.
Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black, one of the most talked about series in the last 2 years, since 2012, 2013. I came into this franchise rather late, to be honest with you. And because of that, I got a little bit of a story to get into. But before that, let me get into the premise, because the premise is the same for the book and for the TV series. The premise of Orange is the New Black is about a 30-year-old woman called Piper Chapman. She's actually arrested and sent to prison for a crime she committed 10 years prior in her early 20s, which was some little drug smuggling little thing. And her life gets uprooted and she goes to a female women's prison. And the story is her adventures and escapades in prison in the book and in the movie. Now, by the time I was interested to find out about the series, people had watched the TV series ages ago, and I was busy with my work in real life. So I thought, you know what, since it was based on a book, let me check out the book first. And to do that, I listen to audiobooks rather than read, as most of you guys know, who know me personally. And I got the book off audible.com, Orange is the New Black. And after reading the book, honestly, some of my Facebook friends know I was kind of baffled why this got turned into a TV series, because, as I said, it's about a woman who gets thrown into prison after something she did 10 years ago. But the book, Piper Chapman, her story in the book is kind of a story of how a sensible person would go to prison, keep their head down, and just get through a very short 15-month sentence, because she's only sentenced for 15 or 13 months, I can't remember. And in the book, mostly it's just about her going to prison, her just keeping quiet, very quiet, her observations about prison life. There's no social commentary, there's no commentary on prison life. It's just her being very smart and just how she got through it. And it was interesting, in the fact that this is how a smart person would treat going to prison, because, all she does is keep quiet, says her little observations here and there, and she has a happy ending. She gets out of the 15 months, goes back to her husband, the end. So after I read the book, it was kind of like, meh, is this what they based the TV series off of? Believe me, that's pretty much my review for the book. It's a simple story of one woman going to prison, being very apologetic, very sorry for disrupting her family's life, for upsetting her husband, and her little observations about prison. But just to be clear, in the prison, there's no real action, there's no real fighting, there's nothing. It's not like Oz, it's not like the TV series Oz, it's not like any of these TV dramas. It's a real life story. If I didn't say that before, sorry, it's based on a true story. This was her real experience, and for me it was kind of lackluster. So I was like, why did they make a TV series about this? It's boring as hell, to be frank. So anyway, once I put that on Facebook, everyone was like, you need to watch the TV series, man. You don't know what you're talking about. And not my friends were like, it's a really good series. I'm like, fine. So anyway, let's get to the TV series now. The TV series, completely different ball game altogether. The TV series is a loose adaptation of Piper Chapman's experience in prison. I mean, it's more like a caricature of her experiences, because she's a different character. Events that take place in the book don't take place properly in the series. And let me be clear about this. That's what makes the series great. Because the writer of the series, the creator of the series, Genji Kohan, I believe her name is, the last thing she worked on was Weeds. So she knows how to make a story interesting, even though Weeds is a series I have mixed feelings about, but hopefully I'll get to that in another review show. And I did enjoy this show a lot. I'm not going to lie, because it just really is what I expected from the book. But this is basically fiction. This series is fiction. But, let me just get to this categorically now. First of all, let's start off with the actors in the TV series. Taylor Schilling, doing her performance as Piper Chapman, totally blew me away. Her character she portrays may be very annoying, and it's not really much like how she's in the book. She acts like a 19-year-old version of herself. But great acting. Great acting across the board. Laura Prepon, who plays Alex, another great actress as well. Again, her character in the book doesn't even have a tenth of the role she has in this TV series. And someone who just shocks the hell out of me, where I was like, where the hell did this woman come from? I was looking at this woman, and I was like, where have I seen her before? Where have I seen her before? Let me think. God damn! It's Janeway! Janeway from Voyager! I can't believe it. Kate Mulgrew plays Cove, and man, I was just so shocked. I mean, honestly, all the actors in this show are just really great. I was really surprised. One exception that was a little bit surprised he was cast was that guy from American Pie. His name eludes me right now, but the guy who fucks the pie, you know who I'm talking about. At first, when I saw the character was playing in contrast to the book, I was like, this guy was miscast. But again, these are caricatures from the book. The book is very serious and very realistic, where this TV series, like I said, is more of a comedic twist. And I don't know. No, he played his part really well for what he did. But again, it's really weird. This is what happens when you read a book and when you watch a TV series. I guess this is what can happen. Your expectations can be all over the place, and you can get a culture shock. And I definitely got the culture shock of my life for this, because I got to praise the writers of this, because they take this concept of Piper's story and they use it to explore a lot of commentary on women's prison. They tell different characters' perspectives that they don't in the book. The book is just about Piper Chapman, but in the series, you see all these different characters and you see their lives from their perspectives. It's really thought-provoking and interesting. Hella funny. Man, I was just blown away by this. I got to give a shout out to Netflix as well. This whole Netflix programming, just put the series all out at once. That works. That's what people want to see. Nobody, we're in the 21st, 2014, 2013 era now. We don't need to watch things week by week. Just give it to us all at once. And it's changing the game. It's changing the game, that and House of Cards. But character's great. The story, this TV series is taking the book and turning it into a real story. But let me just say for the record, I think you would appreciate the book more if you watch the series first. Because when you watch a series, Piper Chapman is kind of acting really silly. And she's being a character. This is not how someone in prison would act. I could go into a lot, but I'm just going to keep it short. In the book, this is how a sensible person would approach going to prison. And honestly, it made me appreciate the book more after I watched the series. But before that, book was just boring. But after you watch the series, that's the only time I'd recommend reading the book, if you want to. But just a little, going back to the book again, the audiobook was fine. I can't remember the narrator. I'll probably put his voice up on the screen here, but it was good. But again, the TV series is superior. I'll just make that clear now. And let me just rate this right now. The TV series is a high solid B. I was thoroughly impressed with the TV series. Great acting. I love the way these writers have made this kind of bland book. I know it's based on reality, so it's weird for me to criticize someone's actual life. But man, someone took reality and turned it into some great entertainment, into fiction. And I guess that's what an adaptation should be at the end of the day. A lot of people can be those book guys. Oh, the book is better than the movie, or the movie better than the book. Hey man, as long as it's a great story, who cares? So, end of the day, Orange is the New Black, high solid B, highly recommended. And at the time of this recording, season 2 is not even that far away. And we get to watch it all at once. And I could have recorded this after I watched season 2. But you know what? I just wanted to get this out there. Because I'm impressed with this. I think the only thing that is interesting to me is that in the book, her sentence is only 15 months, but in the TV series, looks like it's been going for a couple of years. So they've already outstepped the boundaries of the book. That's it. So check it out. And thanks for watching another episode of Tyro Media. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Come on, when you put adult themes in a cartoon story, that's what we enjoy about anime. They put themes in the story that you can relate to. And this anime is no different. It had, like I said, when you look at Satsuki, she had been abused. You know, she had been planning. These are not superficial things. These are things that, you know, I as a person watch this anime can relate to on a story level.